What is going on, guys, and welcome to the OnePride podcast. I took a week off last week. Why? Because why not? And I figured getting back on today, even though it's not noon, I don't really care what time it is. I wanted to get on and talk some Detroit Lions. We got Dennis, what is up, man? We got Coach Walk. Yo, appreciate you all in the building for today. 27 in the building. Smash that like button. We're just going to talk our beloved Detroit Lions, NFL Combine, free agency, NFL Draft, QA, and Benedict Johnson. We're going to get into that for today's show. And I made a video yesterday talking about Ben Johnson. We was taking a shots at Jared Goff, and that was before he said that Penei Sewell throws a better football than Jared Goff. I just, I seen this after I released that video. What is up, Keitho? What is up, me? Micro says, I suck. That's it. The real K777. Micro, I finally caught you live. Yes, 9 drinks in the building. I was just tired. I overslept. I don't know what's going on here. What's up? I missed a survivalist in the building. Yeah, I just overslept. A little bit tired, folks. I didn't sleep that well this week. So I wanted to get my sleep in today. That's why I'm live at this time. So it is what it is. I can go in there and get it done. So let's see here. Let's get into Ben Johnson talking about Penei Sewell is a better quarterback than Jared Goff. No, his name is Ben Johnson, but Benedict, like Benedict Arnold, if you know about the trader. But he said he could throw a better football, or Penei Sewell throws a better football than Jared Goff. I don't think he was real. Maybe a little bit of a shot there. I think he was just being playful, but jeez, man. Benedict Johnson, I am fuming today. I know. You know what? Like what? And then he took a shot basically at Aaron Glenn, too. All I can say is I don't know what's going on with this guy. Why is it that the offseason NFC North teams are focusing on the Detroit Lions and the Detroit Lions are focusing on the Detroit Lions? Last couple years it was the Packers focusing on what the Lions were doing in the offseason. Now it's the Bears and Ben Johnson taking shots. Grow up, fellas. Grow up. Like, there's no reason to take no shots right there. Let's see. What the hell? I know Ben's throwing shots at the Lions, critical of the defense and saying that the crap about Goff. Yeah, I don't know why he's doing this. He thought it'd be really funny, but the Lions players didn't think it was too funny. They didn't like it at all. Meek Robertson and Jay Curb went on Twitter, social media, and they're really excited to face Ben Johnson. I don't know why people do that. It is. That's what they call a turd, 100%. Absolutely, man. It's to me, it's a middle finger to all the people that help you get there. Remember, Ben Johnson, he right now he's living the great life, but it was not just him that got him there, man. Like Dan Campbell helped him get there, right? All the coaches, Aaron Glenn, the fan base, like Jared Goff, the team. It just feels like he's kind of being like he's not a humble guy and he thinks he's better than everybody else. I'm not a big fan of that type of stuff, man. He's asking yeah, he is. How's it going? Going really, really great. We're going really, really great, guy. Robert the Bruce, Detroit's a good to Ben. I'm not getting the heel. Roddy Piper did it much better than Ben. Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird what is taking place and why he's doing all this. Kind of dumb, kind of childish, and it's not funny anymore because the Lions players are getting pretty pissed off, and that's how you know. Maybe you should slow down a little bit, right? Just a little bit. I'm trying to get my things up for you guys. Let's see the big comment. There we go. So when we do QA, you guys are good to go from there. Let's see here. We got Jonah Jackson could be traded 1 year after leaving the Detroit Lions, and I've already seen articles. People say we should trade. No, we're not going to trade for Jonah Jackson. There's no reason to trade for Jonah Jackson. We got a good offensive line right now. Kevin Zeitler, I do believe he will come back. There's really no reason for that, and I do think the Lions could draft another offensive lineman in the draft at some point. So I would say probably N-O to the G-O on that one. Let's see. In the morning, MicroMike. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Troll accounts. I love troll accounts. Okay. Ben is Josh McDaniel 2.0. What's up, Mike? Josh Jackson. Little Ben wishes he could be a Dan. Nobody can be Dan. 100%. Nobody can be Dan. You know, we're just going to do some QA. We're just going to have some fun. Y'all want to have some QA, and so do I. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Let me get this stuff up here for you guys, because we didn't do it anyways last week. So we're going to do some fun old QA. No, just give me this thing on there. Let's see. Speaking of online, what's the deal with Sorsdale? Or see with the O-line, what's the deal with Sorsdale? I don't know what's going on with Sorsdale, and I don't know why this. Oh, I gotta put it on. There we go. Let me get your QA up. If you got questions, throw it in the comment section, folks. Such a sad day for sad story coach walk. Are you talking about the Ben Johnson? I think it's stupid, man. I think it's dumb that he's taking shots. There's really no reason for it. Jackson got a bag, and now he's on his way out of LA. That's true. He did get his bag, Keitho, and he is on his way out. There's really no reason for the Lions. Lions got good depth of the offensive line. There's really no reason to add more. Now, if you heard also, because once questions start coming in, we'll continue to do that. But as you know, Brad Holmes also spoke to the media, and he talked about Myles Garrett. Well, he didn't specifically talk about Myles Garrett. He talked about a big trade, and he thinks it's extremely unlikely. Like I've been saying forever. Why is that? Because it is always unlikely. Because we haven't made a big move like that yet. So that's why I've been saying it. And you got to have two teams that's got a tango. Cleveland Browns right now, they're holding on to their didn't want to work for a head coach who cries. He also don't want a real quarterback. All right, this is not the real guy, and we're not doing this. Yeah, we're not gonna. We don't do all this sad stuff and crying and starting fights on here. We're not going to be doing them. This is a different type of channel here. You want to do the trolling and all that type of stuff, you can go to a different channel. We're here trying to have some fun here. We're not here to be jerks. Let's see. It's funny that you troll all I just removed it. Yeah. See, Ben, just keep coping. What up, though? I'm actually a little bit early taking shots like this. Beat down coming. I know, it's just weird. Just weird. Why? There's really no reason for it. So I think he's punk. What's your thoughts on Donovan Ugu, edge out of Boston College? Man, look, we can talk about the draft here too. I think I've made videos on him, and I think Mel Kiper Jr.'s had him for the Lions mock draft at 28. I'm all for getting a pass rush. Just don't know how this draft is going to be a little bit different. You know what we could do? Because this is what I've been wanting to do for a while. We can do a mock draft simulator. What do you guys think about doing like a live mock draft? What do you think about that? Doing like a live mock draft one of these days. Because every draft is different. And I would love to get a pass rusher. You can name 10 pass rushers. The problem is there's going to be a lot of defensive linemen that's going to be going in this year's draft really, really early. Last year, it was different. You would expect a little bit of talent to fall. Man, I think it's going to be a lot of not going to be there at 28. So the Lions I think that if they want to get like a really good pass rusher, they may have to trade up in the draft or not. But I would love to do a live mock draft. I like to do multiple simulations because that's how real drafts are, is you don't know who's going to be there. You have zero idea. So I like to get the median. I like to do multiple mock drafts in a row to see who is potentially going to be there. That's how I do it. I don't just go with a player that I like. I go with what potentially could be there. So that's the problem. Okay, any more updates on Hutch? I seen a video from him running. Yeah, he should be good to go for training camp. Yeah, he's doing great. perfectly fine on track, if not ahead of track. That is what we're seeing here. Let's see. He says, I don't follow college enough to be useful or something like that. But, hey, I'd watch it. It's all about, like, watching for talent coming into the draft, unless you're a big fan of a certain team. There's so many college. That's what I like. I think a lot of people love college. There's so many teams in different type of games, and they go up to, like, 60 points and shit, like, normally. It's crazy. Let's see. Best Lions content to watch. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate you. I definitely do. This is... It doesn't make content anymore. Wait a minute. Let's see. This moment about this channel is created in 2013. What is up, Chrome? What is up? I'm just having fun in the building here right now. Throw comments in the comment section. Doing some QA. We're just gonna have some fun here going on. So go ahead and do that. My mom works for Hutch Dad Hospital. HB should definitely be back by training camp. Yeah, Keith, though, he's 100% going to be back for training camp. Hutch there. Any question, throw it in the comment section, folks. Hashtag whatever. I will answer your question in today's video. Today's show, that's what we're doing here today, doing some QA. What's some other stuff going on here? Not really much, man. Just not, we're right now in the NFL Combine. We got to wait and see who's going to be showing out, right? I don't care about the talks and the interviews. I'm paying zero attention to the interviews right now. I want to see the plays on the field. I want to see the individual workouts. And I'm not talking about, like, going all in on NFL Combine. I give it about 15%. But if we're talking about somebody who's good on the field, does some crazy stuff on the field as well in the NFL Combine, that's what I'm looking at. But all honesty, that's really it. So it's hard. I don't really want to do a whole lot of mock drafts until after the NFL Combine. So maybe next week we'll do a live mock draft simulator. We'll just do it multiple times, right? And then see what it's going in there with the idea of knowing what we want, right? We know what Brad Holmes likes. He likes the Alabama guys. He likes the Detroit Lions type guys. We already know that. We've done mock drafts for 7 years on this channel. So let's see. Is Max Crosby coming? Do I think Max Crosby is getting traded to the Detroit Lions? No, I do not think he's getting traded to the Detroit Lions. Absolutely not. I would love to. Do I think Myles Garrett's coming here? No. Would I love to? Yeah. Do I think we're going to get a big trade like that? No, I don't think so. Keith says, I've been missing a lot of podcasts. I usually watch my notifications were shut off. That's my fault, Keith. All this is my fault. I took last week off, and I slept in today. It's the off season, so I'm not too caring right now exactly when I'm going live. We'll get a normal schedule, but I feel like I deserve to just kind of take a little bit easy right now. Let's see. What's your thoughts on John Morton as new OC? Play action pass, run the football. I'm all for that. We got to see these guys gel for a little bit. See. When can I pop on your channel? Take 15 minutes to be a guest on. You want to come on right now? I can see if I can get you on right now. Let me see. I'm just chilling, dude. I got to remove that, though. How do I remove that? I'm trying to see if I can get there. This would be it. Mike, let's see. Mike kind of getting a sense that Carlton will leave. Let's see here. Sorry, I coughed. I'm at work. Okay. Well, sorry, I coughed. We'll figure something out. I haven't been that live that much, dude. I go live maybe once for an hour a week now, and I'm doing it during the day just because it's the off season. Mike, I'm kind of getting a sense that Carlton may leave. You see us going after Paulson Adebo, Archavius Ward if we lose Carlton. I want to get Carlton Davis back. I could see a Paulson Adebo. I could see that, but I don't know, man. It's hard because he's going to want to get paid, but he wants to be here. We can't overpay. We literally gave up a draft pick for him in a trade. Bring him back, man. But I don't know. It's tough. Him and Derek Barnes is tough to know. I think that Derek Barnes probably goes back or goes to New York, follows AG. Carlton, he could go to the Jaguars. Who knows, man? But yeah, I could see a situation. We just got it's tough. But free agency is tough because we don't get guys who you think of, right? So free agency to me is harder than the draft to predict. It's hard because it's unnamed guys. Matthew Stafford wants $50 million a season, and Tom Brady said go get him to the Raiders. Is Kelly his agent now? Kelly is definitely his agent. Matthew Stafford could be a Raider. My question would be for the Raiders. Why? Your team is not ready to compete for a Super Bowl right now. You're in the division with Kansas City, the Denver Broncos, right? You're in a really tough division. And you're going to want to trade for a 37-year-old quarterback. I don't know about you, but that doesn't make any sense to me for the Raiders. You would think they would just draft a guy. He said, I heard might get trade Jets. Would you go after Justin Fields? Well, I don't. Would I like Justin Fields? Yeah, man, you could tell me all these names, and I'd love to have him on my team, but I don't see Hendon Hooker being traded right now. If he would, maybe. It's hard to tell, dude. I don't think that Hooker's leaving this year. This is my real truth. I don't believe Hendon Hooker is going to get traded. That would have to be part of a big trade. Like, say the Lions were targeting said player. They're targeting, I don't know, Trey Hendrickson. This is not going to happen. I don't believe the Lions going to trade for anybody. Just saying. That would be part of, like, say they wanted a couple first-round picks and a player. I just don't see the Lions trading a Hendon Hooker just to trade him. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You invested all this time and develop it. Why would you do it just to do it? Unless they're to get a second-round pick for a Hendon Hooker, and I don't see that happening. I mean, he's older. He's an older quarterback when you could just go draft one in the draft. Keitho says, run the like button up. Yeah, hey, let's get to 50 likes. Let's get to 50 likes in this offseason out of nowhere live stream that I have been doing. And that is my bad. I've definitely been like that as of late, but it's the offseason. And like Spirit of Detroit podcast, you deserve it. I've been doing this for 6 years every day, so my opinion, if I wanted to sleep in a little bit and take last week, I still dropped video last week, but not doing a live show. I'm all about that. And plus, I'm in liking doing videos a little bit more, and that's why you could also subscribe to Spirit of Detroit podcast. He's been dropping a lot of videos. Videos to me is the way to go, and we'll get him on here in the pod. It'll probably be spontaneous at that point. It's a spontaneous one like this one. Brad Holmes did say they want to make the quarterback room more competitive. Adding Fields will make it more competitive. How are you going to make it more competitive, though, at this point? Like, because you got Hendon Hooker, so the only way I could see is if they traded Hooker. I just don't see that right now because Teddy Bridgewater, right, if they really wanted a veteran, they'd probably just go back to him, or they just keep Teddy Bridgewater. But if they wanted to, I have a hard time believing they're going to draft a quarterback. I really do. Justin Fields doesn't really seem to be like, I don't know. I wouldn't mind him having on this team, and I'm sure TA, Raw Podcast, Raw Troy, I just don't see it happening. I would like it. I don't see it happening. But I like everybody, right? Like, I want a lot of players. I would put Hooker in a trade with some draft picks to get Garrett. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they're to do a trade, I think that'd be – I just don't see the Lions trade for Myles Garrett. Brad Holmes has been consistent. 4 years of this. He hasn't done anything like this. He told you he hasn't done it. He says that it's probably not going to happen, and I actually believe it's probably not going to happen. Oh, yeah, beasting up. I've been lifting. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, man. I'm hitting the gym and just getting rest, too, man. Get rest. It's a really, really long off season. Can I ask a question? So if we pass on Garrett Max Crosby, we lose on Khalil Mack. Will Brad Holmes be under fire? No. Will Brad Holmes be under fire right now from the media that's saying that they're going to get Myles Garrett? Yeah. He's been in the media fire for the draft and free agency for 4 years. So what's another year? I would like Khalil Mack as well. I want the Lions to get a free agent pass rusher, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the biggest name, but god dang it, you need a guy that's got to make an impact. At least it doesn't need to be in every down, but you need to get somebody, and you need to draft a guy in the draft. Here's the thing. I am going to be pissed off, and I have been relatively quiet, but if we don't address the pass rush position, I do 110% think we will this offseason. We're talking draft and free agency. I'm going to lose my effing mind, okay? Because this is the one thing we need to get right. Okay, it's just the one thing we all have been asking for, and we have the ability to upgrade with free agency right now. So it is time to do it. And so will he get grief? Yes. Will I even, if they don't upgrade to pass rush, and they've had all these, I mean, we're hearing about Joey Bosa getting released, Khalil Mack, this, that, and the other. There's the sweats on the free. There's all sorts, and then this draft is filled with pass rush. I'll lose my damn mind. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to lose my mind because they're not going to do that. I said last year they're going to fix the secondary. I said it every damn day they're going to fix the secondary, and I'd lose my mind if they didn't. Folks, if they're going to fix this defensive line, okay? They're going to do it. Let's see, Mike's sitting something, but it's not the gym. I don't think that's her name. Oh, my goodness. Oh. You are funny, my friend. And thanks for hitting me up, dude. And I don't know what anyone's saying. I was literally just slept in. There was no other crazy talk. There's no conspiracy. I got home from my girl's house because I stayed the night there. Got home, and I fell asleep. I didn't even try to fall asleep. I just fell asleep, and I woke up. Let's see. Upgrade the pass rush. Yes. Now, in the comments right now, name a player you want the Lions to sign in free agency. Name one player. Mine's been Khalil Mack. That what you see in my free agent big board. I don't think it's going to cost an arm and a leg to get a Khalil Mack. I think he's a situational guy, and then you can add a guy in the draft at pick 28. You can go with Jack Sawyer. You can go with Double O. That's what I'm calling him now because I can't pronounce his name for S. That's my plan. And I'm telling you, you're going to see my mock draft, right? You're going to see my mock draft. You've already seen it, and I have one player I do feel that's going to be the selection, and that'll be my final pick, and that'll be probably after the NFL Combine, a couple days before the draft. I do personally believe if there's one player the Lions will target, it's Jack Sawyer. I've been saying this I've been saying this halfway through the NFL season. He really does look like a Detroit Lion, and I had the ability to actually watch a lot of Ohio games too, so unfortunately I'm not like an Ohio fan or anything, but he definitely feels he could be Hutch into him. Ohio, Michigan, be funny. Be kind of like a Taylor Decker type of situation. Details, I can't do no details. I can't do that. See, I like to pick up Josh Sweat to replace Barnes. I like Josh Sweat too, Kyle, but he's a little bit smaller. I think he's 245 pounds. They generally like 265. Not saying that they won't go after him. I like Josh Sweat. I didn't think they would get him as a NFL trade deadline before whatever, or free agency. He's just a little bit smaller. There's so many pass rushers. Peter says, I'm not even a Lions fan, but I'm converting to Lions. Hey, join the party, man. Join the party. Join the party, man. Join the Honolulu blue and silver. High motor guys is the goal. Yep. How about Bosa from the Chargers? If he's let go, look, dude, here's the thing about Bosa. He played in 14 games last year. That's actually a lot for him because he's been quite injury prone. If he can give the Lions 14 games, I'd be cool for it. I know he's not the same, right? He is an injury-prone player. But 14 games, maybe at like $5 million. To hell, I'll do it. Shit. I just want pass rush. Beggars right now is being choosers. Is not being choosers. Sorry, beggars cannot be choosers. I'm not choosing. I just want a freaking pass rush, man. I really want one. And there's a lot of players out there that can help the Lions. And again, it doesn't necessarily need to be it doesn't have to be a guy on the field 100% of the time. Even situational, because I know the Lions are going to address pass rush in the draft, and they may double up too in the draft. We're talking about they could go like pass rush and then maybe a defensive tackle, a 290, something like that, where it could be almost a double up. They 100% may do that. So that's why I'm not necessarily like in free agency. I don't think they need to go balls to the wall. Just get at least one guy in there, because I 100% believe they're going to fix it in the draft. But I think it's important to have a veteran player, because we're a team right now ready to compete for a Super Bowl. Okay, so I don't want just rookies. I want some veterans in there that's had experience, that's played against other veterans. And I think that's important to get some of these free agents. We need to do that. We need to do that. Okay, so as much as I just want rookies, we are now ready for Super Bowls. We need a veteran too. We need to have some veterans that understands the situation. They understand the big games. We need to have all that on this defensive line. People knock Bosa because of political issues. I honestly could tell you right now, I don't even know any political issues. So there you go. I have zero idea. I don't even know what side of the political spectrum, because I don't care about politics. Raw Detroit, my friend, Raw Detroit. Yeah, that Myles Garrett conundrum not happening. Brad Holmes never makes power moves. I've been saying that. I've been saying it, man. I don't think they would ever make the move. That's why I never, I report on it with the Lions rumors, right? Because it's every day. And then I have to say on there, I don't think it's happening. Now, when Jeff Risdon got on there, he did a mock trade. I'm like, okay, maybe moved up to about a 20% if the Cleveland were to trade him. And that's like, I don't know, a 5% chance. So I never thought it was a legit going to happen. But if Cleveland were to trade him, Detroit, I think, would be one of the teams in discussions, because they're a playoff contender, right? Myles Garrett wanted to go to a playoff contender. I still don't think it would happen. If he were to get traded, I think the Commanders would make the sense. Because, I don't know, they seem like a team that make a move, or even the Eagles, even though they always make moves, right? But I see the Lions going more of a Khalil Mack and drafting a guy. That's kind of the route that I'm thinking. Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't care about none of that political crap. I really don't. I just want to win football games. I don't care. I want to win football. I want to win a Super Bowl. That is what I want, is a Super Bowl ring for our beloved Detroit Lions and for you Lions fans. If you get Bosa on the cheap, be younger to Khalil Mack. Yeah, 100%, dude. And again, we don't know, right? He's still in the team, so. And we don't, there's going to be other teams cutting players. We don't know the franchise tags, right? We got about a week and a half to go. And we can really, I can't wait for free agency, right? And then a lot of these questions. And right after free agency, we really can focus on the draft. And I can really give you an idea who the Lions are going to draft. Man, I have been correct on my first-round pick for 6 straight years. Ever since I've been on YouTube, I have not missed the Lions pick in a draft. I have picked correctly for 6 straight years. This will be year 7. I couldn't believe last year I said the Lions would trade up and get Terrion Arnold, and I could not effing believe that actually occurred. And it did. So we got Terrion Arnold. That was the hardest one. But, well, after free agency, I'll go through the cap. I'll go through the roster. I'll go through the players that they vetted, because they do draft the players they vet. And I'll tell you who I think they're going to draft. We got a super chat from Robert the GOAT Bruce. Ultra Combo! Robert the Goat Bruce says $1.99. Thank you so much. Rest in peace, Norman Dale, a.k.a. Gene Hackman in Hoosiers. Yeah, that's right. Gene Hackman, his wife and dog died over the week. Was it yesterday? Rest in peace, Gene Hackman. I remember, what's the movie he played in? He was like a runaway from CIA agent with Will Smith. That was a good movie. That was fun. Rest in peace. Gene Hackman's played in a lot of good movies, man. Rest in peace. Lived a hell of a good life, 95 years old. How the hell did 3 people die? Or 2 people die and a dog die? Was it a herder? I don't know. That's crazy. And unrelated to the Detroit Lions, I'm waiting for the Epstein files to get released. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hearing it's going to happen today, and I don't care who's on that list to Epstein Pedo Island. All I got to say is, if you're on that island and I don't care who you are, I want you going down, man. The Survivalist says, when are you going to party with me? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Well, I'll have to do another live show at a place, and then we can, maybe the Lions, when they win, we'll do a live show. Maybe we'll do it from the casino, and that would be epic. That would be epic. We can have a good time. Let's see. Is carbon monoxide poisoning? That makes a lot of sense. Okay. And that's a legit thing, too, man. Oh, that's, you know what? God. Bad. You know, they fell asleep in they passed away in their sleep. That sucks, man. That just absolutely sucks. Too old for his wife and his dog. And rest in peace, Gene. Mike, the movie you were thinking of is Enemy of the State. That's right. That was a hell of a good movie. Enemy of the State. I like it. Jahad Campbell, Jalen Walker, Kenneth Grant, Shermer Stewart, Donovan Ezekielulu. Bring me the edge. That will work 100%. That will work. Yeah, I haven't figured out yet. I don't know if I'm going to do the LNU at the Soaring Eagle Casino for the draft this year or if I'm going to just do it at my house. We'll figure it out, what's going to happen. But I go to the casino quite a bit anyways, so we'll figure it out. I'm just kind of I'm not going to lie, man. You know, you do these live streams on the weekends with the games, you get kind of burnt out a little bit, and that's why I took last week off. I just got burnt out for live streams, and I feel so much better now. I was talking to Roar Lines UK a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, I'll get you back on, just a little bit burnt out. So, yeah, let me get this thing here. Yeah, jeez. Let's see. Hashtag FGV, a Cliff Averill type of edge. Are you just talking about a pass situation or a pass rusher that's not a run stuffer? They're not going to do that because they like to stop the run. So I don't see that occurring at all. Texas A&M, what one? Just let me know what one. What second round fourth is like Swinson, Sanders, so my guys. Savion Jones is a dog. Braden Swinson, yeah, is 2 dogs. Oh, so tired. Let's see. Let's get to more questions. You Epstein's. Oh, they are out. Guys, I'm going to get off the live stream because I have been waiting for these files to come out, and I want to see who's on these lists. And I do appreciate hanging out. We will get on a normal schedule for sure. Next week, maybe I'll switch it to like 1 o'clock so I could get a little bit more sleep in because I stay up late. And then I haven't been sleeping well. So I'm going to check these files out. And, yeah, just burnt out, Spirit Detroit. You know, just needed a break. You know what I'm saying? Just away from football. You know how it is.